Hey everyone, how's everybody doing? It's another video I have of pickups from for Tony's House of Horror, my channel. Welcome back to the channel, guys. I got some DVDs and one Blu-ray. A lot of these are not open. There's some from Big Lots, and there's also some I got in the mail, and some from the thrift store. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. I hope you guys are finding things that you like. Happy soon to be Halloween, guys. You know, it's going to be awesome. Now, I don't have a ton of horror movies here. I've been looking for the horror movies actually out here in the wild instead of ordering them to see if I can find anything. And mostly the horror movies that like half price books have or anything like that, or Big Lots sometimes will surprise you and have some really cool horror movies. My friend found Return of the Living Dead on Blu-ray at Big Lots. I think he said he only paid like $8 or something for it. I can't remember, but it was nice. Had a slipcover and everything. So maybe some of you guys have found Return of the Living Dead on Blu-ray. I already have them all. I have them all on DVD, so I don't really need to get the Blu-ray at this moment. I really don't. You know, I think the only Returning Living Dead I need is Rave to the Grave, but I have the other ones like Necropolis and stuff like that. I have those, I have George Romero. So yeah, guys, but let's get into it. I will tell you where I found these. Like I said, not a lot of horror, but I got a lot of, in my opinion, I got a lot of cool sets and DVDs for a good price. So let's get into some of it kind of retro. And I've been trying to collect retro shows and different things like that I really don't really see out in the wild. Instead, I happen to order it from Amazon or any place like that, where it'll be more because of taxes, a little bit more with shipping or whatever. So I like to see if I can find those out in the wild first. So let's get started. Oh, I want to say hi to my good friend out here, Katie. How are you doing, Katie? Hope things are well. She's been doing some great videos showing her stuff. Hopefully, Katie will be back soon. Miranda, how you doing? She has a lot of great stuff too. Mr. Cheetah, Mr. Dan, everybody out there in DVD and Blu-ray collecting land out here on YouTube. Hello to you guys. Hope you guys are doing well. So, guys, the first one I found, I heard Miranda likes these kind of cases that I seen in Katie's one video that she did, and it's just those old snap cases. And this is actually the original Howard Hawkins production, I think, of The Thing, the original Thing from the early days. And I found this at the Goodwill for $2.99. It has a really nice vintage cover on it. I have the sticker still on it, but I'm going to lightly take it off. It was $2.99 that I found at the Goodwill. A lot of people are actually complaining about the Goodwill. They say that their prices are too high right now if you want to buy movies and Blu-rays. But, I mean, with the cost of stuff going up, I guess they're kind of going to go up, guys. You know what I mean? So, it's not too bad. I got paid $3 for it. I don't care. I don't have it in my collection. No, it's not new. But it's in really good condition. It's that snap case like Miranda likes. You know what I mean? And it's in very, very good condition. No scratches, no anything. Uh, it's very nice with the characters on the front there, the actors that are in the movie. The DVD looks pretty nice, you know what I mean? I'm trying to kind of stray away from DVDs, but like I said, very flawless condition on the disc. So to me, it was worth the price, you know what I mean? And yeah, it is the original The Thing, which is really awesome to have. Yes, I like The Thing from the 80s. It's one of my all-time favorite movies, guys. But it was good to find this, and have an awesome art cover like that. That's really cool. Very retro of the early, I guess this was made in, was this made in the 50s, I guess? Could have been earlier than that. Need to do my homework. But it's very retro, very vintage looking, and I like the cover of that. So that is The Thing, the original The Thing. Now, same thing at Goodwill. I found this 50 movie pack, Tales of Terror DVD collection. I actually seen this thing on, I've researched it and I looked on Amazon. This thing, there was somebody that wanted like $45 for this, I found it used for $4.99. It has all these old vintage horror movies on there, like the Ape Man, the Bat. There was some actually cool movies from the 70s in here that I didn't even know about. You know what I mean? Just a whole bunch of different types of vintage, like suspense, and sometimes I think horror movies. But I mean, some of these are even silenced. There's even silent movies on here that were made way, way back when. You know what I mean? So I definitely want to check those out. I found that very interesting to have those also in this. But it is like I said, the 50 movie pack, Tales of Terror. And it has a little open cover here, right? It even has Velcro on it. You open it up, and then all the movies like are inside here, and all these slip covers right here. And I guess it gives you a description of it and everything. But they're two-sided, you know. But it's 50, like I said, 50 movie pack, and it was only, like I said, $4.99, which isn't bad. It has a lot of this old classics on here, stuff I never heard of, stuff that was from the 70s, like this one vampire movie I watched on here. It looked like it was made in like France it was really, really strange, weird, and I like that type of stuff. And it was made in like the early 70s, like 72 maybe, when I was born. You know, but yeah, I'm glad to own this and have this in my collection. So yeah, I found out for a whopping $5. So that's pretty cool. For $5, I found on Blu-ray, I think my only Blu-ray, yeah, at Big Lots is Beetlejuice. I found Beetlejuice there for $4.99. I didn't have Beetlejuice in my collection. You believe that, guys? But I found it on Blu-ray. I thought I did. I thought I had it in my collection, but that is Beetlejuice on Blu-ray. Now, this is another show that I started to watch a long time ago. It's the complete first season, and I thought it was pretty cool. This guy comes to our Comic Cons here in Pittsburgh once in a while. And it is the complete first season of Lois and Clark, The New Adventures of Superman. I started to watch this. It was $7.99. That's not bad. Cover's pretty cool with Dean Cain? I believe the actor's name is. I don't know the actress's name, but I started to watch this, and I actually thought that it was pretty cool. I didn't get to watch it all the way through, but these are back in the days where these adventure or these series were still kind of good before all this other stuff started coming out, and it just is not worth watching or collecting for, in my opinion. After the two, like that, I would say, like after, let's say 2008 or 7, somewhere around there, stuff just started getting really just no more inventive ideas in movie shows, reality shows. I never was into reality shows at all. And it just turned all to reality shows, which made it really bad for me, in my opinion, TV in general. So I stopped watching TV, actually, when all these reality shows started coming out. You know, but yeah, I picked this up, you know, and not a bad price. Lois and Clark, the first complete season. Very, very oldie but goodie, guys. And I'm going to show you right here. Some of you guys might have heard of this. Some of you guys maybe never heard of it at all, this movie. This was out in the early 80s. This was a vintage movie that was pretty weird, offbeat, and kind of funny. Very funny movie. Is the special edition for $2.99 at Big Lots, and it is Howard the Duck. Howard the Duck you can get right now at Big Lots for $2.99. This was a great movie of a rock and roll duck. Pretty cool. Some people even forgot about Howard the Duck, but this was a great movie back in the day, I thought. And it's Marvel. It's from Marvel, Howard the Duck. And it has a nice white casing. Nice little graphic of Howard the Duck hatching out of an egg. But it was very comical and very weird, so weird, like type movie in the 80s, man. This is very retro for the 80s because I'm actually born in the 70s, but my glory years was in the 80s and the early 90s. And this was one of the movies that I used to watch, man. Howard the Duck for $2.99, and then it has a little description on the back. Really cool. So go to your local Big Lots, and if you want to check out a vintage movie like Howard the Duck, that's funny and is comical, go check out your local Big Lots. You might find it there. The next one my friend was talking to me about, this is season 1. I never heard of this show. It totally flew under my radar. If any of you guys watched this show and said and it was good, let me know. Give me 1 second, guys. I will be right back. My phone is ringing. Sorry about that, guys. It was actually my friend. He's stopping over to pick up some movies, that I have extra of. My friend Don. So sorry about that, guys. But that's the guy that actually called. That's the guy that actually told me about this show. And I found it at Big Lots for $6.99. It flew under my radar, and it looks like a really cool, scary series. If you guys ever heard of it, let me know. It is called Grimm. Now, I never heard of Grimm. This is the first season for $6.99 that I picked up at Big Lots. It looks really cool. Like, it has some really cool special effects. And if you look on the back there, you can see like the monster and the faces of the monsters and demon-looking monsters and stuff like that. So I want to definitely get into watching this show. This looks like this is a good show. So I'm definitely going to check it out. If I like it, I will buy the rest of the seasons, even if I have to order them and I can't get them from Big Lots. But he told me that it was a good show. So if you guys have watched Grimm, give me your opinions and thoughts, guys, in the comment sections below. I would really appreciate your opinion on Grimm. So, yeah, I can't wait to check that out. That looks very interesting and kind of exciting to check out what it's all about. And that is Grimm, the first season. Now, another great find to me from Big Lots, guys. Man, I didn't even believe this was there. I'm just being honest. It was when I went straight back to where the Blu-ray and DVDs are. This was staring me right in the face. Season 1 and Season 2. This is a show I grew up watching as a kid, and I loved this show as a kid. Because you guys are probably going to laugh at me. I was very, very young. I thought this woman was so beautiful. She's very beautiful today. And I still like her today, man. I loved her as a kid. You know what I mean? And she just... As a kid, I was real young. At that age, where little boys weren't into girls at that time. I got into the girls later, but at the time, I fell in love with this actress. And I'm glad to have Season 1 and Season 2. And that is the complete, let me show you that one first. The complete first season of Wonder Woman with Linda Carter. Yes, Linda Carter is beautiful, man. She still looks good today. I believe I don't want to butcher it. But she, even at her age that she is now, Linda Carter is still gorgeous. And this is the real Wonder Woman. I'm sorry. The movie does not do Wonder Woman no justice. I know she's a beautiful lady, and guys like that Wonder Woman movie, or people in general that like Wonder Woman, probably dug the movie. But in my opinion, the real original Wonder Woman, and there is only one Wonder Woman, and that is Linda Carter. And she still looks fantastic today. So this is Season 1 of Wonder Woman and Season 2 of Wonder Woman. Both were $9.99 at Big Lots, and I had to pick them up. And I had a gift card that had money left on it, so I used it so it didn't cost me that much. But yeah, that is the beautiful Linda Carter, man. And nice picture of her on the back there, as Wonder Woman. So yeah, I'm so glad to have these, and I will definitely be watching these. But these were made in I believe it was early 80s? Or 70s? Was it Wonder Woman in the 70s? Wonder Woman was in the 70s, I believe. The early 70s? I think the early 70s. I know I grew up as a kid watching this, and I fell in love with Linda Carter, dude. I'm sorry, guys, but I fell totally in love with her, and when I was a kid, and I'm so stoked and glad to have these seasons, man. You know, Big a Lot's been actually coming out with these weird season ones of shows that you forgot about, or they might have flew over your radar, and they're interesting to pick up and find and check out, to put it seriously. You know, I think they've been doing that lately. Every time I go in there, there's some different season in there of old shows like San Francisco and Roy Rogers, like real old westerns and stuff like that, people might be into. Just different types of stuff that they've been getting. And a good time to probably go check your local Big Lots, man, is going to probably be around right in October. You might be able to find some good scaries in your areas, you know. So I know I'll be checking. But that's all I got from there. Now, these two I found at a great price on Amazon. They were $7.99 a piece and $6.99. These are complete seasons. This first one is the complete fifth season because I love sci-fi. It's the newer Outer Limits that was made in the 90s. So this is the complete fifth season of the Outer Limits. And I got this just yesterday. Flawless condition. Awesome. You know, the discs are awesome in there and everything, but I love the Outer Limits. My favorite Outer Limits is always going to be the black and white ones, but they're not hard to find, but they're expensive. If you want to buy the complete collection of the old Outer Limits, the OG Outer Limits, it's over $100-something. Now, I really don't want to pay that right now. I'm trying to find them separately. You know, sometimes I get lucky, but I only got volume 1 of season 1 and volume 2 of season 1 that I found for, I think, around $5-6 a piece. But it's really hard to find the old ones. Complete seasons are very expensive. It's hard to find them separately. I might get lucky someday, and I might be able to still do that. Later on down the road, if I can't, then maybe I will buy the complete seasons of the old Outer Limits if it comes down in price. But the ones from the 90s they're also becoming retro in my opinion, and they're very good. You know, from the early 90s to I think the early 2000s is the Outer Limits. That's a complete fifth season of the Outer Limits. This next one actually came brand spanking new. I thought it was going to be used because they said it was used. This one was used, but it was underused. But this came actually in the shrink wrap, and it is the complete sixth season of the Outer Limits, which also comes with a slip cover. Now, that one probably did come with a slip cover, but the guy or whoever had it might have threw it away or got damaged. But this actually came brand new with the slip cover, which is really awesome, you know, and just freshly new, period. You know, the complete sixth season of the Outer Limits, and I'm so glad. What's that? Look like there's something inside there. Yeah, there's like artwork and like on inside the inside of the cover. That's cool. That is really cool. Looks like it could be irreversible or something. I don't know. But that is the sixth season, guys, of the Outer Limits. And that's all that I have today, guys. Now, I'm going to try my best to find some gore and horror movies for October. More of horror movies than just everything else that I'm picking up, so I can have a nice presentation of showing you either DVDs or Blu-rays, whatever I can get that's horror movies for October. You know, hopefully I can do 2 videos in the month of October, and it all be horror movies to celebrate Halloween, and for everybody that's into the really awesome gory and horror movies like I like. You know, like my friend Katie. You know, so guys, take care. Thank you guys for always coming and checking my channel out, man. You guys rock. You know, I will always subscribe back to you guys. If you subscribe to me, I appreciate you checking my channel out. That's awesome. Share the video, guys. You know, I really would appreciate it. I want to hear what you guys are going to be picking up for Halloween, man. Halloween rocks. A lot of people love Halloween, you know, and I'll be passing out candy to all the kiddies in my nice, horrible horror mask. One time, I'll tell you a quick story. I was passing out candy at my mother-in-law's house. My wife gave me the candy to, you know, pass out and everything. And we're going down there this year too. And it scared this little girl so bad. You know the mask that's in my picture, my icon that you see me sitting in. I have the Exorcist shirt on. It scared her so bad she started crying. I had to take the mask off. I think she was 4 years old. I don't know, 4 years old. It was almost night. You know, when she seen them big green devil, big demon eyes, and the she had made her cry. I had to take the mask off. Her parents were like, "Can you take the mask off?" I had to take the mask off. I didn't want her to cry. I gave her extra candy too. All right, guys. So take care, guys. I'll be back in October, hopefully with some great horror movies to discuss and show you guys. All right. I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you for watching. Thank you for coming back to Tony's House of Horror. I will see you guys later. Bye for now, guys.